to support the Ballstars Movement Youth Program. This is the second annual Banquet. It's been a couple years since the last one, so we greatly appreciate it for everybody coming out. I want to give a few shout outs myself personally before I get into the actual program. And the first one will be simply just to the founder of the Ballstars Movement, Coach Will. Yeah, I'll give applause to Coach Will. Because he started the Ballstars from himself being a young man, not even freshly out of college. And he wanted to give opportunity to his younger relatives that they had, but they may not have wanted to utilize at that time. They're just going to play another program and things like that. They wanted to stay together and build something from scratch. He was a visionary in that. And so, again, I totally wanted to show my respect to him because when I first came at the time, I thought I was going to be this coach, but I really wasn't sure. And the first year and a half, just coming to watch this coach and be around the kids and how he really, was able to gel with the kids and communicate with the kids, how they received them and was able to give them feedback and things like that. That led me to want to go ahead and, jump into that lane. I went on to assist him with his coaching and as well go on to assist with coaching at WC3. And so it kind of fueled my passion, right? So that's the one thing I wanted to give out to him just personally. Hey, we've been through a lot of things up and down. We talk mess to each other. We alpha males at the end of the day. It's gonna be that. But I fully 1000% respect you. It'll always be that, for sure. So that's the one thing I wanted to say to him. They have an introduction, we have an introduction here, but it's kind of going over some of the things I already mentioned. I'll just read it verbatim. It says, 27 years ago, a young man at 17, see, even younger than what I thought, was pushed into being a coach to coach his younger family members and made them into champions. Bypassing college, even though he did go to college for a brief stint, and he chose to give back to his community by coaching 70% of his family. Neighborhood kids along the way as well were those that he touched. He built a program by the name of the Detroit Ballstars. As we stand here today, it seems that the legacy will continue and will continue as he and the program grows and will continue to grow, attracting new kids from inner city as well from outside of the city and other communities. He continues to be a leader in the high school level as well, finding talent at parks, other rare circles, things that they outside of the norm. He took these kids under his wing as his own, and I'm gonna chime in on that because it's really hard being a coach for sure. Coach Shahid is in here as well, a gentleman that mentored Coach Wall, that still does it at a high level also. Coming out of pocket, every single dime with no sponsorship is really, really tough. So again, I want to applaud that from that aspect. It's not just about wins or losses or trying to get the kids with the best talent. You're just trying to affect the kid's life in a positive manner. And those are things that, again, I applaud you on. And again, we learn from people as well. The individual, which is his older brother that spoke or that prayed earlier, we learned the game from him. So that's the one thing we're trying to do is just filter it back down to the community. Again, we appreciate everybody for coming. And as far as going forward here, I believe we have the parent gifts that we're going to be giving. Shahid. Coach Shahid. Yes, we'll be saying the word coach. If you come on up here, please be on mine. This is Coach Shahid.
God, because basically, mentoring kids and coaching kids over 35 years, no one ever asked me to speak at a banquet or anything else. So it's a great honor to be here. First of all and most, I'd like to thank God because, without him, I'm nothing. You know what I mean? I have a relationship with God. Not so much religious, but spiritual. I mean, God, I can truly say, God, that's my God. Early in the morning I'm praying. When I come in at night, I'm praying. I'm a praying person. I'm asking him to forgive my sins and faults and look at the goodness of my heart. And that's what God look at. So the introduction will seemed like, you know, somebody told my story, you know, so it seemed like I planted a seed a long time ago with Will, and look now, look how the seed has grown into something that's great. I was special, you know, when I was a little kid. You know, special means I couldn't read, I couldn't write, you know what I mean? I couldn't relate, you know, because of the toxic situation in my family, drugs and alcohol and suicides and homicides. So I was very unsure of myself coming up. I remember when I was in special ed, elementary school, middle school, even high school. I mean, my ball players laughed at me. I was in that little resource room in the back. And when the bell rang, they would come back and point their finger and laugh at me. I didn't care. I didn't care. You know why I didn't care? Because I had a vision. I had a vision. I saw what my mother went through, you know, being abused. I saw my brothers doing heroin, stuff like that. So my vision was make pro and buy my mother a house. Somebody get behind you, blowing your horn or whatever, you're gonna turn around and do this. You can't do that no more. That's over with. You don't need your car. That means you want to live. Just go to the side and just let them go by. Just let them go by. It's real. I work at Frederick Douglass Country every morning. I go 6 miles in Southfield Freeway, stop at the mobile gas station, give me a cup of coffee and a muffin, and oh my God, it's like a war out there. So what y'all dealing with, and the parents probably can understand. My brother-in-law retired from Marquette Prison about 5 years ago, you know, and he told me all about Marquette Prison, it's a city in this city and all this and that. And I said, man, what? He called my wife one day, he said, you been to the gun range? I said, baby, why you have to the gun range? He said, cause you're dealing with zombies. And I was looking at like scary movies, zombies and stuff like that. But he was really telling the truth, because we're dealing with zombies out here who have, and not just males, females too, have no spirituality, has no hope, has no vision. They're just going through the motion, you know what I mean? Until they do something, they can really see the consequences of their action, you know what I mean? So my message to you guys right here, be a leader, be a leader, be a leader, be a leader, be a leader. Pray, pray, and dream. Dream big. Dream big, you know what I mean? Take a risk, take a big risk. Don't take no small risk. I'm not telling you to rob a bank or anything like that, but take a big risk. If you fall, or if you fail, make sure you fall or fail forward. Don't fall and fail backwards, you know what I mean? Because therefore you can get up and just keep moving, you know? So, that's what I have to say. I have an award for Will, and I'm gonna give it to him. We got a little money for him too. This is for y'all, it ain't for him, so make sure it's Will. What happened to that money Coach Shaheed gave? He went on Facebook, he said, I need everybody to get $10, 10 people, whatever, so I got the first 10, all right? So it's $100. Coach, what y'all do with that $100, all right?
Thank you, Coach Shaheed. Thank you.
So, I'm gonna hold y'all up because I gotta get home. So, this is a plaque for Will. It says, everyday hero, William Whitty, you're the best. The time, energy, and commitment you give to your team are greatly appreciated. Thanks for all you do. 2021 Coach of the Year, Save Our Children Corporate, Coach Shaheed Salim, founder. Coach of the Year, William Whitty.
Fantastic. Coach of the Year.
All I can say is thank you, and man, I learned from the best, and I just thank you for putting your time and your energy in me. When I came to you as I don't know, you know, as an East Side kid that just was left purged and just was sitting at home reading the newspaper, trying to figure out what to do with myself. And I tell you this all the time, man. I call you my pops. You gave me my first coaching job in high school, man. You really saved me. You really saved my life. So I thank you, and I would never let no other kid go without knowing what it's like to have somebody to show that they care. You know, somebody care about you, and you really gave me everything you had, and I appreciate it.
Always.
I really thank you.
Right, so in my car, every camp I have camp t-shirts, and then I don't know, you know, you guys probably way up here, you know, high gym shoes or whatever. I don't have no gym shoes, but I got, in my car I got t-shirts for my summer camp. I got Pistons basketball for all you guys, and I got Save Our Children little backpacks for you guys. I'm gonna go in the car and get them, and then we'll give it to them when you feel free. Thank you guys, man.
We're gonna walk out the pairing gifts real quick. We have this here for the parents here Jalen is sitting there. His mother is not here yet. His father, that's fine. It's Jalen's parents. These are for Brandon Wade, senior. Thank you guys for all you do. The parent support is what it's really about. This is for your parents, Amari. This is for Amari's parents. They have not made his will. Yep, he'll take it with him. Mr. Rebel, Khalil's father here. For as well, Devon's mother. He is also a young man that's been with us since he was what, 10, 11ish? Younger than that? About 9 years old. And what you're going to be a senior coming up at River Rouge High School also. But he plays football mainly, also has basketball also. Behind the scenes with a lot of, again, feedback and positive information. This is for your mother, Marwan, as well. You want to hold on to it. Now for Juice, if you don't come to practice.
So you can give it to him.
This is also for Brandon's grandmother.
And everybody needs to clap for her because she stands up for us. Hey, she stands up for us. Everybody better clap for her. She stands up for us.
I have a t-shirt for the, I have a t-shirt for your grandmother too, so we'll do that.
And this one right here, this is all personal. This really sounds special, man. Like you tried to get me earlier, so I gotta get you now. And they say show your loved ones love while they here. This for you. I appreciate everything you done did. Came back, put us on the social media status. I was quiet with it, man. I wasn't doing no social media. I'm riding around. I'm at the park. But I want to give you this most of all because you deserve this though. This yours, man. That's your Cincinnati trophy.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you. We have a few. We're going to start off with the ones that are not here. And we're going to go with Cincinnati.
Yeah, we just going to do our championship.
We're going to kind of put it together a little bit because we're going to go with the trophies and things and the presentation for the young men that went to Cincinnati. And they did a tremendous job. Tremendous job. Please give a round of applause. Y'all don't understand. Trust me.
We got invited down there to get. You got invited down there to lose. That's why they invited us down there. They thought we was gonna lose, so they extended the invite. They thought we was gonna lose, but we went down there and showed them different. And I want to really tell y'all came and y'all showed up, y'all showed out, y'all paid attention, y'all ran what was needed to get ran, and y'all did not back down from no competition. So y'all all need to get a deserving round of applause.
Quick backstory, we had went to Indiana prior to that, a month or two prior. The boys had a tough fought tournament, went to the semifinals, ended up losing to the champion team. A couple years prior to that, before COVID, we did the same thing. A couple tournaments in the summertime, we made it to the semifinals. The one thing we asked these kids to do is try to, again, equate basketball to life skills. And that's, you're gonna always face some type of adversity. There's gonna always be somebody yelling at you and telling you to do something that you may not want to do at that time. And so use the experience of having your coaches sometimes get on you and have you do things that you may not want to do as that experience. And then as well, if you're facing a team that may seem like they're tough, this, that, or the third, if you just push through and fight through that little bit of adversity, it'll propel you through and you'll be a champion. And so, again, after those few tough losses, we go out to Cincinnati again with the expectation of getting beat. We didn't have our full team. This tournament, it was a little bit better tournament as well, where the teams were a little bit better stacked, right? We faced a couple teams where they had legit guys that were 6'8", 6'9", 280, 300 pounds at 15 years old, at 14 years old. Legit. These young men over here listened to everything we asked of them that time, those 2 days over that weekend, when they came to fight hard, making the right basketball play, and never giving up no matter if we up.
To sleep at night.
Yeah, that's the one thing too, getting that proper rest and things. So it was just, again, it was a full-fledged team effort from the top to the bottom, again, with the parents and all the support that they provide for us, the coaches, and then again, it come down to the players wanting to do it. So we applaud you guys for that. I'm gonna go ahead and start passing out these trophies here. A couple that's not here, we have June. June was a young man that hadn't played with us for a summer or two. I had told June verbatim, and this is where we hold each other accountable. I said, June, to be a high school basketball player, you're gonna have to get better at ABC. June was going for a year or some change. When he came back, June was our rock for that Cincinnati championship. So him not being here is a little rough for us. We really wanted to show him a little bit of love because, again, he did some things for us mentally above and beyond what basketball can do for you. So June's not here, but June was also named, what was that? On the yeah. So we have a trophy for June. He's not here. Tyrone Jackson, we call him Hollywood. He was there for Cincinnati, not here. Kimarion Fishburne is not here. And we're gonna move forward. We have Brandon Thomas. We call him Mr. 6'5" because he got the biggest heart on the team. He take big shots, make big shots for us all the time. He make big tough, can't say enough about it. This young man also is going to Orchard Lake St. Mary's. He's already enrolled there. He received his varsity letter as well. Understand, it's bigger than basketball. We told him when he first came to the program, skip your size. Play with your heart and everything will work out for you. He's been MVP of a few of the tournaments we've been in and everything, so great job, young man. He are in. Marion Landers. Mari. Brandon Way Jr. Great job. This young man also tough-minded, tough-nosed young man for sure. Bradford, come on up. His mother also had walked in. She's over here. Shayla, thank you. As well with your parents. Get some of but thank you. All right, Shayla. Khalil, come on up. This young man also does everything we asked him to do. It was a time in Indiana, big time game. I asked him to really dig deep. He really played well for us a few times also. It's a family affair. It's a village. We give back, just like they were giving to us, those opportunities. So, Ethan Dorsett, come on up, big time. He didn't make Cincinnati with us, but he still gets that trophy there just for being a champion. He played on the championship team as well.
We got one more kid, man. This kid. No, this kid. Like he just, hey, this was a hard nut to crack. But when he came around and finally realized he can, you know, I wasn't telling him anything wrong. I'm telling him everything to get him to the next level because he got everything that a coach would want out of a player. And once he finally got out of himself and started listening more and started trusting himself and knowing what he can do and how he can do it. And he always had it. He had to just really believe and get into himself. You know, Jamel been one of the best kids I have coached in the last maybe 10, 15 years doing it, as far as skill-wise and just wanting it. So, Jamel, this your trophy.
We asked this young man to do a lot on the basketball court at the point guard position. That's a very tough position. So, being a wing player that had to learn to play the point, I put pressure on him to learn every day. He one of the younger players too on our team as far as playing up and playing with 15, 16. You that young man 13, 14 years old. It's a tough task. And so again, we applaud you for this. We appreciate that. We're gonna get into the specialty program right now.
We're gonna do this this championship right here, and this kind of meant a lot to me this year because it has been a dog fight, as you know. We have got kicked out of gyms, we have been in scuffles and brawls, we have been had pistols pulled on us. But one thing about it, them boys ain't back down, and they have held their own no matter if it's going high school or whatever. We play players that's pulling up to the gym drive and dropping their coach off. So, you know what I'm saying? So this championship was kind of a little bit special to me this year just because we won it in an environment when we weren't supposed to win it. So, with that, I want to get Brandon. Thank you. You deserve that.
Khalil, come on up. Jamel, come on up as well. You can slide on up a little.
Swap the world, Kels.
Yeah, man.
Mari, come on up. Oh, yeah, the river right here, sir. David, come on up, sir. Hey, that boy Draft, nice sharp, boy. Boy Draft, nice sharp. Can't wait. 2 more years for being the draft. Dior, come on up, sir. Has been playing basketball and football. Look how he turned from the Banquet.
Whooping tonight.
But 1 second, so I want to give a little shout out to Dior Guerrero. Look, go ahead, yo, that's his favorite. That's his favorite. But real quick though, to be a coach's son is for sure not easy. He's been playing football and basketball all his life, basically. It came to the point where me and his father had to have a conversation when it came to the basketball side. Of course, hearing his voice day in and day out, he said, "Cuz, could you just go ahead and start coaching a little bit more of basketball so we can hear a different voice?" When I started doing that, the one thing I can respect from this young man, he still didn't look at me as family. He took it from the perspective of, that's my coach. So when I would tell him to do something, he didn't have no problems doing it at all as a coach versus, oh, why you pushing me this hard? Knowing I've already been to football practice, this, and the third. him in there when we can. He can be hurt from a football game. He gives us everything he got. This young man is an athlete to the core, but at the end of the day, and one thing we also preach again, is bigger than basketball. He's a student athlete, 4.0 student throughout his career, throughout his high school journey. He fell off and got a B or two this past semester in transition from going from one school to another. But hey, again, I want to give you accommodations, young man, for sure. Great job. Great job. Great job. Yeah. Yep. Devon, big fella. Devon Jackson, this young man as well. Football, basketball scene. Again, he plays football mainly though, but he is an avid.
And it's one of the kids that drove up here.
But again, for this championship, to give you guys perspective, we played against two varsity basketball teams.
Okay, there you go.
So mind you, they're 18, 17 years old, been playing together for 2 and 3 summers already. These young men being 13 going on 14, some are 14 and 15. We have Dior being 16, Amari being 16, and things like that, but everybody else being 15 and under. Going against 18-year-olds. The same thing that we had to do. Again, that's why this is so meaningful to coach, because again, we were set up for failure. We were supposed to play JV team. We come to the gym, it don't matter. When they always ask who we play, the first thing we say, it don't matter. If we play the right way, a good outcome will come. So I wanted to say that as well. That's the reason it's so important that these guys listen to us. I really appreciate that.
These 4 trophies right here, they kind of mean something to me, and it's just a thank you to y'all, the 4 guys that get it. And it's no smite or it's no look down on any other player, because it's gonna want the next player to play hard and get one of these trophies. But these trophies right here really is the epitome of how you guys have done me the last 2 years. How y'all have gave me so much the last 2 years. And I just thank y'all. So the first trophy I really want to give out is this one, is my most improved player. This guy would give me so much hell not listening, and would walk away, walk down the court, turn his head, not listen. And I say, man, I'm gonna choke the hell out this kid. But he kept coming back every week, and he'd call every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hey man, I ain't got the game time yet. But he constantly calling and he constantly doing it now. My most improved player, Mark.
Again, this is a young man that we get on him.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all. We get on him a lot because again, he had to play against a player that was 6'9", 280 pounds. And he didn't understand why we were asking him to just be as aggressive as possible and fight as hard as possible, because again, his little brother's looking at him. That's what we wanted him to understand. It's not about what he was officially doing besides the fight that we needed at that particular time. So he did that, he finally understood it, and it led us to a few championships, so good job.
This next one is for a kid. I can go ask him to go check, go against, give me your all, slide in the end, 94 feet, rebound, steal, charge, everything. And I call him D-Wade. And he don't answer to nothing else on the court but D-Wade when I'm calling him that. I can ask him to go take a charge, go do whatever, and he gives me his damn all. So my defensive player of the year and my Mr. Hustle player of the year goes to none other than Jalen.
We also asked this young man who was very skilled offensively to go out there and score for us 10, 12, 20 points some nights too, so.
And we'll get it done easy.
Thank you. So, playing both in the court.
I'm gonna get this one out now because my last one may make me cry. But I'm gonna get this out now. This kid, like I stated earlier, man, true talent, real good. But only if you believe in yourself, man, you're gonna learn the skies is the limit. My MVP for this team for the last 2 years is no other than Jamel Madison.
Yes. Wait a second, get yourself together. There you go. Man, where's parents at? There you go. Again, we're asking to do a whole lot at that point guard position.
And these three without a plaque, they're gonna come, they messed up and put the same thing on all three. So everybody will have their own plaque displaying what they got. Don't think that's something special. So listen, this last one, man, and then we're gonna get y'all to get some eating, some music or whatever. But this last one is like a real special trophy to me. And I seen this kid, man, and I just had a feeling for this kid, like, damn, I really like this kid. Like, I just really like this kid. This kid is just so good, but I'm looking at him and he's not really getting what he needs. And I like this kid, man. And so, you know, we had some things happen in the basketball world where kids leave and they go play with other teams. And I got this kid on the hump. And I say, God, man, I got this kid I want. And ever since the first day I coached this kid, I can tell him to run 94 feet and don't even look for the ball, just run. And he gonna run 94 feet and don't look for the ball. So I started figuring out a way, how can I get this kid involved and start getting him more, because he got everything I want. He remind me of me. He just a different style of the way he handling the ball. And so I made up a play for him. Made up another play for him. And the kid I kept grinding, and kept looking, and kept searching, and kept finding. Sitting up at night watching games, like, oh, he can do that, And he did everything I wanted the last 2 years. The last 2 years he gave me everything I wanted, and I showed him I believed in him, and he showed me he believed in his damn self, and he believed in me for believing in him. And it's the difference between an MVP and an MOP. Your MVP is the kid that's gonna lead every other kid, and he gonna get you over that hump. But your MOP is gonna be that kid that never stopped. He gonna always be outstanding. So my most outstanding player, and I think this kid has probably been the best player I have coached within the last 20 years since I coached since I coached BJ Uncle, is no other than Brandon Thomas.
Call him Mr. 6'5" because of his heart. Again, he's the smallest stature on our team, but again, hey, my mom said it herself, he be moving. So we got him in the right spots on the court. He understands those things. He got big rebounds for us again in the championship game that none of the other players could get. He didn't go on the floor. He did everything he needed to do for us. Along with shooting the lights out. This trophy as well is the Cincinnati trophy that we have for the coaches. I was presenting with mine earlier. I want to present you with yours as well. He's trying not to cry still from the young man. Come on,
hey, shut up.
But no, this is your trophy as well. Again, great job, coach. Hey, you do a great job for this community, man, for sure, without question. And again, I appreciate you for letting me come along, learn, be able to flourish, and now we got something good going, big fella. I'm telling you, we got some other things going down the road here where it's going to explode for us. So again, thank you. Coach Will, Ballstars movement. Yes, indeed. 1, 2, 3.